Ashdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the second round here at the 2018 BDO World Trophy. Let's welcome to the stage a two-time BDO ranking event semi-finalist. He's Welsh, he's tricky, Richie Edwards. We now introduce a BDO World Trophy and Lakeside World Championship quarter-finalist, Lithuania's Lucky D, Darius Labanauskas.
Well, here are the two gentlemen tasked with making their way through to the quarter-finals. Darius Labanauskas of Lithuania and Richie Edwards of Wales. And both these players scrapped their way through round one. Neither found it particularly easy going. Darius Labanauskas, despite beating a very good player, Martin Phillips, 6-2, the game itself wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing, to say the least. Martin had a bit of a poor one himself, and Darius got a bit ground into the mixture. And for Richie, he had a really scrappy game against Willem Mandigas. Neither played particularly well, and it was just a case of getting through, and that's what both these players will be pleased to have done.
Richie to throw first.
Maybe they can kickstart their tournament from here.
They've knocked out the number 9 and number 8 seeds respectively, so two unseeded players on here. As you say, Labanauskas took care of Martin Phillips, so one Welshman has bitten the dust at his hand. Now can another. Labanauskas, 41 years of age, from Galiava in the Kaunas region of Lithuania. Known as Lucky D.
45.
We'll see how lucky he is over the next few minutes. And reached the quarterfinals 2 years ago. Played pretty well there in the
57.
Couldn't go all the way though.
100.
And Richie Edwards from Pontypridd in South Wales.
96.
At the age of 29, he can put a really big event in his CV, and with darts like this, who would want to deny him? Great effort, super 180, first of the match. He did hit a couple against Willem Mandigas.
Good time to hit it there as well. Both were trotting along at a very similar rate, and all of a sudden this leg is blown wide open. He's got 6 darts at 76, might only need 2 or 3.
The angle of the dart in there makes him wonder whether he's got to go to the left and throw over the top of it, or well to the right and throw just inside it. That's what he would have to do, but again over the top of it. It's lying very awkwardly
That's came
indeed.
short in the first line.
Wow.
And it
Richie
went in.
Edwards.
Very good.
Second leg
Excellent
is
stuff.
Darius to throw first. Game on.
Fantastic individual dart, that.
Yeah, it's a nice bit of manoeuvring, wasn't it?
29.
And Richie tells me that his mum and dad and all his darts mates are watching him in Timor, the pub in Pontypridd.
66.
So I hope you're enjoying it, folks, and I hope you continue to do so. I'm not taking sides. I'm merely wishing you a very good evening and hope
34.
that you enjoy the match.
Very dignified as ever. Diplomatic.
He's going to get another big score here.
139.
Well, they're both going with each other. Both started the leg terribly with 66 and 29, but 139 and 134 for Edwards and Labanauskas ever since.
96.
Back at the top table of the scoring, for a while at least yet.
34.
At least Darius was. She just slipping back down.
Yes, you mentioned in his previous game
100.
that he'd won the Lithuanian Open Championship 5 years out of 8. He's the reigning Lithuanian Open champion.
92. Darius Urigua, 142.
Quarter-finalist in the Lakeside World Championship last year, 2017. Darius Labanauskas.
82. Richie Urigua, 170.
As I mentioned in this competition as well 2 years ago. Richie Edwards wanted another treble 20 and he's so disappointed at that. Labanauskas to level up then, 61.
85. Darius Urigua, 60.
Single for double then.
Yeah, that's game
very
short in the
nicely
second
picked off
round.
that. No
Darius
danger.
Labanauskas.
No
Third
danger.
leg is Richie to throw first. Game on. 57.
Winner of this last 16 game will head through to the quarterfinals naturally, and they'll have a tough game.
140.
Whoever they end up playing. The final match of the night tonight is probably the biggest in terms of name.
140.
Tony O'Shea versus Glenn Durrant, current reigning world champion, and facing off against one of the living legends of the sport, Tony O'Shea, 3-time Lakeside finalist.
60.
Yes, as you say, that'll follow this. How long this will go, we don't know yet. One apiece. First to 6.
95.
Of course, we've got our brilliant women's match coming up to decide who's going to face Lorraine Winstanley. Here with us for that one, Anastasia Dobronislova versus Lisa Ashton. Will be a cracker.
91.
What a good last start from Labanauskas. And moves within 1 of his opponent. Well, that's a great pick-off, wonderful pick-off. I thought he'd have stayed up there. I couldn't really see what he was going to profit by going downstairs, because there's plenty of room for another treble 20. But you can't argue with it when it goes in.
98.
So
Richie
72
requires
he wants.
72.
And
Yeah,
that's
that's been
perhaps
short
the
on the
reason
third
why he
line.
went
Richie
down.
Edwards.
He wanted to leave
Forward
himself
leg is Darius
72
through first.
rather
Game
than 69. And who's to say he's not right?
Certainly not hers after the success rate, at least. Great darts from
100.
Edwards, that. And the clinicality he's shown in taking out the double so far will be pleasing to him. Both he and Willem Mandegers.
60.
A couple of really difficult legs in their first round match. Has been better from Edwards so far.
82.
Excellent. Treble 19 gives him a lead here of 122.
95.
95 from Edwards. It's a trend so far that's being set with each leg going with throw. And Labanauskas
99.
not a cert to hold his throw here, but well on course.
134.
Could change things a little.
Great time to hit that. Just to end up keeping himself in the leg because Labanauskas is playing pretty well. But just a reminder more than anything else.
100.
Any error and Richie Edwards is right behind him. One of those would continue that feeling.
Well, on 212, ideally you want to hit a 180 and leave yourself 32.
120.
But chance here for Labanauskas to go 2-2 with the old Shanghai. That's the first bit of it. That's the second bit of it. And that's
80.
not the third bit
Richie
of it. But he may be
112.
back, but this would certainly give Edwards. He's now somehow got to get over there into the treble 20. He's no option. You can't go elsewhere. I mean, you could go treble 18, double 19, but what would be the point of that? Sorry, treble 8, yeah, treble 8. Yeah.
40.
And that first start wasn't his best in all
That
fairness.
should require 40.
Going for 112. He didn't make life easy for himself.
Yeah,
And,
that's
he
King
did,
Sean on the
so
fourth
there we
line.
are, that's,
That is
two
Labanauskas.
apiece.
Fifth flag
And,
is Richie to throw first.
The last
Keep
leg
on.
before the break. Who's going to win it? Who's going to take the initiative?
Yeah, you can
42.
see with the way that Richie's darts go in, they can create a problem for him. Saw it in the very first leg with the double 8. He had to almost swerve round like a free kick in football
91.
to avoid his first dart. There's a similar situation there. They go in, it's difficult to see, but they go in at an angle. Throws them almost in right to left.
46.
Going almost diagonally. He goes under the bed, that's when he's in trouble. Harris, by contrast, the lovely flat darts.
94.
These are fairly long ones though, and they can hang over the target. So that's why sometimes he has to move. Even though they're quite away from the treble 20, as they were then. Cleaning his fingernails during the match. I'm not sure that's allowed actually. He's just putting the flight back in one of the darts, using the point to help.
Whatever he's done, it seems to have worked.
135.
Yes. Only 38 ahead though, so a little precarious this for Edwards.
90.
Seems to have gone like this. It's been nip and tuck, even all the way through.
Pick off for the treble 17 there. This is a real nail biter to this leg alone. A great 121, 157, but 226. Put a 140 in and or a 134. Which is what is done.
34. Richie require
What a
157.
leg this is. 157. 92. That's 142 left. Needs a treble.
50.
Gets one, but not
That
the
is
one he
required
wanted. I think that's only
92.
50 scored. 92 then for the break of throw. 67, 17 bull, treble 17, double 8, bull he wants then, moves across again, that long dart hanging over the bull.
67.
Oh, unlucky.
Richie
Very
require
close
107.
indeed.
Really unlucky. Oh, good first start. 50 left. He'll go double 15 because he's at 20 rather than the 10. Just double checks with The referee. Double 15.
92.
Fair play, he attacked it.
Darius, you require
He's annoyed with
25.
himself because that was a careless start at single 10. Went in the double. Now double 8. Could it be a costly moment if this goes in double 4? And Richie can hardly look.
21.
He's going to have another go.
Richie, you require
at
15.
15 this time. Got the 3. Can he get the double 6? Fraction inside that. Oh,
9.
and I think he actually nudged it further
Darius,
in.
require
Sometimes they
4.
nudge them in, sometimes that was right on the wire. So it had a negative effect. Now 4, 2, double 1. Nervous leg this, all right.
2.
And Edwards
Richie,
coming back for
requires
6. He may go 2, double 2 here. I don't know. I don't know whether he fancies double 3 or not. Evidently he's prepared to give it a go. And that's the problem.
4.
That's the problem.
Darius, you require 2.
I did suspect we may have one of these legs in this game from what we saw from both gentlemen in their first rounds. We might get one of these. The winner, what a legger to do it as well. One before the break. 2
No
apiece,
score.
precarious. And Darius can't get
Richie,
it
you
in.
And
require
I tell you
2.
that Richie Edwards is like a cat on a hot tin roof at the moment. He's got to settle down and find that double 1 somehow. Keep control of himself. And
No
you see,
score. Darius, you
won't
require
attack it
2.
either player with their first 2 darts. They play it throwing safe, hoping that it drops in rather than aiming at it, so to speak. Because, of course, if you drop in it, then you burst your score.
Yeah,
but that's
that's
the way to
game
do
show on
it.
the 5th flag.
It may
Darius
not be the
Labanauskas.
best leg we've seen all week, but by Jove, it's an important one for Labanauskas. He leads 3-2 at the break, and Richie Edwards has got to go and compose himself. Well, 5 legs gone in this game between the Lithuanian, just practicing there, Darius Labanauskas, and the Welshman Richie Edwards pouring himself another glass of water. And maybe just calm down a little during the break. He was getting very, very heated. Het up, I suppose you might say. Frustrated at that.
6 flag, it's
at the end
Darius
of
to
the
throw
5th leg.
first. Game on.
Frustrated by the fact that he couldn't hit a double. Neither could Labanauskas, who ended up winning it with double 1, which is every bit as good as a 170 if you win the leg.
114.
Really doesn't matter if you win the leg, you can put it behind you straight away. But if you lose a leg like that, it does take something to completely blank it out of your mind. But the break may well have helped him do this. Great start by Labanauskas, 140. And a ton from the Welshman.
Well, I'm glad you said that, John, because next time I'll sort of double 1 and eventually crawl over the line. I can know safe in my head that it's as good as a 170 according to you.
125.
Make me feel a touch better about things.
In terms of its value to the game, a winning leg, it is. Obviously, in reality, it isn't, but you only get 1 leg for a double.
100.
Whether it's with the bull after 2 treble 20s or whether it's straight to that green bit.
$81. Darius, you require 136.
So after 9 darts, chance here of a 12 darter.
$96.
That's 96 to leave 40, so thinking about it, intelligent, being used.
82.
A nice
Darius,
last
you
start, but it
require
might be
40.
too little too late. Labanauskas tops here for a 13 darter, double 10 for 14 darts then. Oh, here we go again, could be. Oh no, he made it in the end. 15 darter to Labanauskas, and he's now won 3 legs in a row. Held his throw twice, of course. Broke the throw with that double one earlier before the break. And now
125.
Richie Edwards has got to show quite a bit of character here. Did there 2 great treble 20s.
Labanauskas is straight back in though.
140.
Yes, we just had the 180 so far in this match. Came in the opening leg from this man. Maybe get a second here now. Yes, just on cue. Absolutely brilliant. We're not wired up, folks. Nice for him to get it though, while I mentioned his first one.
I'm gonna say it's remarkable how often that happens, isn't it? It really is.
96.
Great darts from Edwards, and that might just settle him down. I think you're right, Johnny. He's been a bit antsy since the struggle
80.
kicked in with the final leg before the break. And it's difficult enough playing Labanauskas in a second round of a World Trophy. He's got that extra baggage of battling with himself as well at the moment.
95.
Every dart being hyper-analysed.
Labanauskas gets to the 95, that lands him on 170. We've seen one example of a 170 finish in the second game of
60.
the tournament.
Darius
And,
170.
It's about time we had another. Darius, you're listening to me? Because Richie Edwards was a few minutes ago.
78. Richie
78 leaves
56.
92. Edwards 16 for tops here. Lovely marker.
16.
Still a lovely marker.
Darius
Nothing to throw at it.
92.
It would have been a 14 dart leg potentially, which would have been a great response from Richie Edwards. Would have been just what he needed. That was not what Labanauskas wanted.
65 left. May well go for the green bit there. He did. 62 left, trebled 10. Well, he went for
44.
treble 8 there
Richie
anyway.
40.
48 left. He was obviously on 72, not 62.
Yeah, that's
Error.
good shot and a
But
7
Edwards
bar.
gets the double
Richie
top.
Edwards.
He needed that leg. He
gets
got the
Darius
180
through
earlier
first.
in that leg,
He
didn't
won.
he? And still Labanauskas had his opportunities to win it. So a let-off in a way for Edwards, but at least he took advantage, held his throw, and I think it would have been end of game if he'd not held his throw. Effectively, anyway.
Yeah, completely agree. This is a big leg now, obviously, for Richie. If he can square things up at 4 apiece, it really could go either way. But I think if Labanauskas gets one from home, he just seems a
77.
little bit more composed, generally speaking. And I can't imagine him letting that lead slip. I hope I haven't just put the commentator's curse on him.
100.
Nice safe ton in response to 77.
58.
Well, using the board, well, they're bemusing us. Oh, excellent.
134.
Excellent use of the cover shot there, the 19s. Excellent.
123.
Great darts there as well. Likewise from tricky Richie Edwards. Just puts him in contention, especially if Labanauskas can't find a treble here. Only 24 scored.
44.
Yeah, he's got to take advantage, Edwards. He's got to break sometime, so this is offering a very good opportunity for him. He needs that treble now, though.
100.
Yes, he's 37 ahead. Could have done with the 140, really. But at least he's in this leg with a real chance.
And less than a ton is less than ideal for Labanauskas.
60. Richie, you
He's
require
only going to have
143.
120. So Edwards might get more than 3 darts at this. He won't allow himself to think that, though.
Well, don't want to be
83.
hypercritical, but that was
Darius
a poor
Uriquan,
dart. It had to
120.
be in at least 17. He was going for the treble 17. Now 120. It's not going to be easy for him to get that treble. Got to go for it though. And so Edwards, who couldn't look, couldn't
55.
watch, knows that
Richie requires 60.
this is as important as 60 as he's. And again, there's waywardness. Wasting a dart. He's got to go for tops here now. And
20.
instead of having 2 darts at
Darius
tops, he's only had the
requires
1.
65.
Well, I don't think it'd be hypercritical to say that. Very, very sloppy. Darius Labanauskas. Tops he wants.
Yeah,
Tops
that's
he
game shot in
gets.
the 8 leg. Darius
And
Labanauskas.
as I mentioned, he's a very
Ninth
clinical
leg
player,
is Richie
Labanauskas.
to throw first.
He saw that
He won.
opening and really did take advantage.
Well, there were 2 darts in that leg that summed up Tricky Ricky's game as it stands at the moment. The 3 when he was going for treble 17, and the 5 when he was going for 60. And instead, with certainty to have 2 darts at tops, and it went. Can hit
134.
them. He has interspersed his really good shots with wasteful ones. Labanauskas too, but to a lesser
100.
extent.
Yeah, it's ultimately that consistency which is Labanauskas' best weapon against
140.
Richie Edwards, because whilst Edwards has banged in the game's 2 180s, he's also had some very loose ones, as he mentioned, and Labanauskas has just been that little bit more consistent.
$91. $83.
One wasteful dart, but it's been a good leg for all that. 134, 140, 83.
$85. Richie Uriquan,
144.
144.
Call that a gross 12 12s in the times table when I was at school.
88.
Knows he'll be back, and it will have to go. Well, there's the 5. It's a bit more helpful.
70. Richie Uriquan, 56.
Got to go this then. For Edwards, tops. Good marker. Oh,
26.
that's a wild one.
Darius Uriquan, 155.
Yes, he's on that 15, double 15 that didn't serve him well when he inadvertently got double 10 going for single 10. And he ended up losing a very clumsy leg there.
119. Richie Uriquan,
I'm gonna
30.
go for it, but I think you have to. It's actually,
Yeah,
and he's
King
done
Sean and a
it. All
nine
credit to
bar.
him.
Richie
It is in a nice part of the board, in fairness, down at that 25 past the hour. And
10 leg is Darius to
he
throw
found it
first.
perfectly. So 5-4, still very much game on, but Labanauskas, an experienced performer, knows that one good leg on his throw and he's through into the quarterfinals.
82.
That last dart makes that score decent, if not great.
He's done that a few times as well. 19s have come to his aid
100.
regularly.
Not a classic, 81.8 and 84.0. Let's be honest.
101.
I preferred an averages from the players, the total average, if you like, where the 9 dart averages are. That's the kind of standard they've got to
57.
try and aim for and reach. Certainly, if they wish to win a tournament such as this, you really have to.
And certainly
$134.
whoever goes on to play in the quarter-final against either Tony O'Shea or Glenn Durrant, this would not quite cut it.
119.
It's opposition of that calibre. They've just got to get there first. That's all they'll be focusing on at the moment. Labanauskas is 184 away from doing that. He just wants to set this up.
Yes, you've got to jump Valentine's before you can start
60.
talking about the canal turn. That's the way you've got to do it, you know. And Edwards getting frustrated with himself because too many darts like
22.
that one.
Darius
You can't
Uruguay,
understand
124.
why. And maybe it's connected with his anxiety.
Only 60, but he knew that would be okay. He'll have 3 darts at 64.
Maybe the last
57.
darts we see from Richie Edwards this
Darius
year in
Uruguay,
the
64.
Darts Trophy, World Darts Trophy. We'll see. Another one of those. Now the double 16 for a 6-4 victory. Oh, right
48.
next door, would you believe?
Richie Uruguay,
It's a Lithuanian
146.
corner.
Scarcely gets closer than that.
86.
Right on the border.
Darius Uruguay, 60.
I'd just love to slot it straight back where it was.
And that's
Game,
bad
shot,
news for
and
Richie
that's
Edwards.
Darius
He gives a round of
Labanauskas.
applause to Darius Labanauskas, who's now got the mighty task of taking on the winner of our last game this evening. That's Tony O'Shea and Glenn Durran.
Tournament, real battle out there. How do you feel?
Thank you very much. Of course, we with Richie can play better, but not top game we have. But I'm win because I have a little bit more lucky only.
And I know this sets up a potential rematch for you in the next round. I know you played Glenn Durrant a couple of years ago. That one went pretty well for you. Is that you were looking forward to potentially playing either him or Tony O'Shea?
Both top player. I'm play against both player, and I'm win and I'm lost. But if I want a bit tomorrow, I think I need to play more better.
Well, if it does come to that, we hope that you do and give us a cracker. Congratulations on the win.